The 70 defendants charged today allegedly demanded over $2 million in bribe money from contractors in exchange for giving out over $13 million of work on Nycha buildings. And if the contractors didn't pay up, the defendants wouldn't give them the work. That's classic pay to play. And this culture of corruption at Nycha ends today.
Greetings. Well, it's all over the news, especially if you're in New York City, about how the biggest housing authority in the nation had 70 of its employees, past and present, who were busted by the feds for briberies in connection to no contract bidding. The New York City Housing Authority, better known as Nycha, houses over 300,000 residents within 325 developments across the city. And each development has its own management office and staff responsible for the upkeep and work needed within the development. I am president of one of these developments and acquainted with two of those accused by the federal government. The list of the accused expands across all 5 boroughs and includes past and present staff of Nycha. And if found guilty, they can face anywhere from 10 to 20 years in prison. So what are the charges, and what in fact have they been accused of? The work needed in Nycha is carried out through contracts from thousands of dollars to millions, and these contracts are bidded on by those looking to perform the work. However, there are contracts which are no-bid contracts because they fall underneath the specific threshold of $10,000 or less. And the Nycha staff designated for handling these contracts is the sole signer and awarder of the contract. There is no oversight and no one but them determining whether or not the contractor gets the work. And because of this, contractors desperately seeking the work attempt to influence the person making the decision concerning it, either by gifts or offerings of money. It is illegal to accept any gift or offering in connection to a contract. It is illegal to withhold a signature after completion of the work is done. Some of the accused are alleged to have done precisely that, because the contractor will not be paid until the staff member of Nycha signs off that the work has been completed. They have been accused of withholding their signature in exchange for money in the amounts between 10 to 20% of the total cost of the contract. It is alleged they received 200 to 500, and in some cases even more, for a total of $2 million over the span of several years. Those are the allegations, and a hefty penalty will come if found guilty. As in all who are accused, they are presumed innocent until and unless found guilty. According to residents, they are guilty, and they are not surprised by any of the allegations or the arrests that followed. It's not news to them because they've heard this story before, and so has the Department of Investigation, who just 2 years prior made a recommendation to Nycha officials for centralization of the procurement process as well as supervision. And this would be why.